Guys, this is one of the coolest, most unique, and probably even most profitable duplex unit that we've ever seen. That's the home that we're going to take you through right behind me. You have a private balcony with some of the best views of Metro Vancouver, and I'll give you a little sneak peek, a little hint. There is also a 3-bedroom mortgage helper suite down in the basement. This home really does have it all, so without further ado, we're gonna hop on in and take a look. We're gonna start all the way from out here because I wanna showcase you the beautiful, clean, walkway entryway towards the unit. So this is, like we mentioned, a duplex home. So it'll be one unit on the left, one unit on the right. They're identical, just mirror image. So we'll be taking you through this unit right over here, 130. So if we come on up the stairs, we'll hop on in. And there is so much about this home, so many different unique features. So we're really excited to take you through. Right when we come in, you'll see you're greeted by a bunch of space. But before that, like every unit should have a coat closet right when you enter, and thankfully this unit does have that. And it looks a little bit more like one of those closets that you'll see in an actual bedroom, where you have some space to hang some coats, and then also some additional shelving down here. But for this, I would assume people would put their shoes there, but that's definitely a must for sure. And right when you come in, you're greeted by a family room. And you know, a lot of people might think this looks more like a living room where you would have a couch sideways like this facing the TV, but there's actually a designated space back there. So we're going to be taking you through bit by bit each single part of this home, so don't worry. You have a massive window here right to the side, and you'll see that there are a ton of windows all throughout this home. And there's also a front yard space, which we forgot to mention. Very well maintained, pretty sizable one as well, and a bit of landscaping and trees over there on the side. But if we turn back around, like we said, this is a good family room, and you can turn that on. I will turn it to show you. But you do have a gas fireplace in here. So you know, we're getting close to the winter months now. Having a gas fireplace definitely helps a lot with not just the heat, but also the winter, getting into Christmas vibe and spirits. And so now here, this is where they have a dining table set up. So there's so much space in this main level that you can really do what you want with it. You know, you can combine these two areas into a larger space or kind of segment it like they have over here. And before we get any further, as we're continuing to walk through, I'm sure you guys are extremely curious about the numbers. So what you're looking at here right now, this is a 6-bedroom, 5-bathroom unit with 2,539 square feet in its interior. And like we mentioned, we gave you a hint already, they have a 3-bedroom suite down in the basement. Let me turn this on so you can see that they got some under cabinet lighting all throughout. This unit on its own already has a bunch of natural light coming in through the windows. But when you turn on all these lights, it feels extremely bright and very, very spacious in here for sure. So now if we turn around, show you a bit of this kitchen area. They have the kitchen set up here in the middle of the main floor. They have your, you know, very, very good size island. You can see down there, you got your microwave, sink with a black faucet here, and then you have your gas stove. And then of course your hood fan is back here, but it's integrated inside with all these cabinet designs. And if I open some of these up, I love it when homes have this. It's a very, very small touch and feature, but I think this is the perfect spot to put a pull-out cabinet instead of having just a traditional open one. That is the perfect spot for you to put spices and all your, you know, salt and pepper, all your cumin, whatever you like to use to cook. Gotta open some of these up. Oh, you got a Starbucks cup in there. But yeah, a bunch of space in this kitchen. And if we turn around, you have another cabinet area right over here behind the kitchen. Some more space in here. You can kind of use this as, you know, you can store some more additional food, almost like a pantry. Or if you want to put some decor, whatever you want to do with that space, that is built in there. And then if we come on here into the back end of this home, you'll see you have a ton of space, and you got windows on the left, on the right, and this will be your designated living room where you can set up a gigantic TV there. They have the built-in, and this is just a very, very comfortable and spacious main level. And I also want to note, these are 10-foot ceilings, so you know, on top of having a bunch of space in here, the ceiling height definitely makes it feel even larger than it already is. Now we're gonna take a step outside so you can see the backyard here. And you got these sliding doors, leads you out to the backyard where you have a bit of a patio over here. And that will be the garage. So per each unit here, you'll have one covered parking as well as one uncovered parking side by side over here. This is your backyard space, which combine this with your front yard, you actually have quite a bit of a healthy amount of yard space. And then what we'll be taking you through in a second, you'll see this is, you know, the side entrance, the second entrance for the potential to use the basement suite. So whether that's for your tenants or if you want to keep it for your own use, for additional, for extended family, I mean, you could choose with it what you want. Now we're going to take a step down to the lower level first. This is where you have your 3-bedroom mortgage helper, 3-bedroom suite. But make sure you guys stick around because we're going to go up to the top floor where you have your bedrooms for the main unit, and it has a balcony with some of the best views that you're going to find. We are on a mountain here in Capitol Hill in Burnaby, so you get some gorgeous views. So make sure you stick around for that. But first, stepping into this lower level, you'll see this is bedroom number 1 down here. You have a ensuite, beautiful standing shower here, single vanity. And then if we come along, you'll see they've integrated storage space throughout this whole hallway. So here you have a double door closet here. And then right beside, some additional space under the stairs where you can store some stuff, use this as additional storage. If we turn right around, this will be bedroom number 2. And what I really appreciate about this home is the fact they do have windows in all of their bedrooms down here in the suite. You know, sometimes the suites that you'll see, even in this area or across Metro Vancouver, they won't have windows through in all of them. So the fact that, you know, it doesn't have to be the largest of windows, but just having some sort of natural light coming in, I think a lot of people, they really enjoy having that in the bedrooms. So, you know, this is a very convenient area. We're going to touch a little bit more on exactly where we are. And let me open this up, show you a bit of closet space here. But you're seeing a lot of the 1 to 2 bedroom suites nowadays. So having 3 bedrooms, that is rare and you don't really see that often, but definitely could be profitable for those of you that are, you know, using this for semi-investment purposes. Maybe you want to live in the main unit, so you will have access to, of course, the main floor and the top floor that we'll be taking you through. But you also want to have some mortgage helper or some type of monthly income coming in. Having a 3-bedroom, of course, that could help a lot. You have your full kitchen, and that is where you can set up your little dining / living area for your tenants. And then like we mentioned, let me open this up. You'll see that they have a completely separate entrance. They can get in and out here from the side or from the back without you ever noticing. All right guys, real quickly before we get on to the top floor, with which this unit has some of the most amazing features that we're going to get into. I just want to take a quick second, jump on the screen here and show you a little bit of where this home, actually this duplex, is located, as well as the surrounding areas and conveniences that you can expect. So let's hop on the screen. Right over here, the 128, that is where this duplex is located. It is in the neighborhood of Capitol Hill. So that if you just look by looking at the name, it is on a hill here, quite a steep one actually. So depending on what home you have in this neighborhood, it could be very different in the sense of the type of view you're getting. So if you're lower down, of course, you're not going to have that much of a view. This is close to the peak of Capitol Hill. So right now this unit will, as you'll see later on, you'll have views of Brentwood, of Metrotown, more of that city skyline view. And on the other side, if you're facing the water here, the Burrard Inlet, then you'll have, of course, very peaceful nature views. There's a bunch of trees and you have the water, of course. And then if we zoom into the main road here, which is Hastings. Hastings is one of the main roads that takes you from Burnaby into Vancouver. So this is still all Burnaby, Capitol Hills and Burnaby Heights. And then once you kind of pass this highway, you get into Vancouver, which right here is P&E, which is Playland. It's an amusement park. And it's a very convenient area in terms of lifestyle because number one, you have a bunch of shopping and dining options all along Hastings, some of the most popular and famous Italian restaurants specifically. And then also your access to all the other areas in Vancouver, whether that's just a straight shot into Vancouver, you can get to the west side, or you can take the highway into the north Vancouver, West Vancouver area, where in the wintertime, this is very easy access to get into some of the mountains if you like to ski and snowboard. Or of course you have Brentwood, which is super popular now. They're building a ton of new high-rise buildings. They have grown a bunch in their commercial space, bunch of food options there as well, shopping. So all that is within, just a couple minute drive from this location. But then the nice thing is you're in a very secluded and quiet neighborhood. So that's what I like the most about this specific area, is that you're surrounded by a bunch of single family homes, some duplexes, multifamily, but at the same time, you're very close to all the daily necessities and amenities that you'll need. So that's about it. Just wanted to quickly hop on the screen here and show you some of the things about this location. But now let's get back into the video and get into the rest of the tour. Wrapping back around, we're going to go up the stairs into the top floor. And I just want you to notice some minor details. For example, this glass here, I really like that touch. Instead of just covering this whole wall up, they put the glass instead, and in my opinion, little things like this definitely add to the effect of the home. In this case, gives it even more feeling of having a lot of space. You have your tucked away powder room here, so it's a bit away from where your main level is. So now let's take these stairs up into the top floor. They got some black railings. So this home is fully equipped with heat pumps. So you have your AC as well as your heat coming in through those vents that you see on the floor. And then for the lower level, they have electric baseboards down there. And if we take a look, this will be bedroom number 1 up here on the top floor. This is where you'll have 3 of your main bedrooms. And if we turn around, you'll see, even though this is a secondary bedroom, you have a massive deck over here. So if we come on out, it's starting to rain a little bit, but I just want to show you that you do have plenty of space. You can set up some chairs here, relax at night, wind down before going to bed. And this actually, you can see, hopefully, you get a little bit of a view. Not going to be as impressive as the one in the primary bedroom that we're about to take you through right on the other side. But before that, you have secondary bedroom number 2. And believe it or not, you have another deck over here. This one is going to be smaller, but nonetheless, still another outdoor space that you can use. Similar size closet in there. And if we go along, this will be some space for you to use as storage. And then, of course, you got your shared bathroom. As we turn around, right over here, you have your bath. You have your tub, I should say, and then single vanity. And here, this is actually quite a surprising feature. They have side-by-side laundry, which I'm very glad that they put in. So with a lot of these duplex units, they're trying to create more living space, and they do stack laundry. So I really appreciate the fact that they have side-by-side laundry here. Having this counter to be able to fold on, probably also build in some shelving. I think that'll be very ideal for doing laundry. And then now coming into what I think is one of the stars of the show, this is going to be your primary bedroom. Got plenty of space. You can definitely comfortably put a king-size bed in here with bedsides, and you still have enough space. And you'll see a pretty interesting closet setup here. You have one very long one that's spread across both these doors. And if I turn around, you're going to see another one back here. So they have 2 sets of closet space, which is, I guess it is unnecessary since this is a primary bedroom. But now getting on to what I think is one of the sweetest views, this is what I'm talking about. In your primary bedroom, you have a sliding door. So let's open this up. Another private deck over here, and take a look at that view. So it's a little hard to see through camera. I wish I could zoom in, but you have views of Brentwood, of Metro Town, of a bunch of the mountains, and we are in Capitol Hill, like we just talked to you about as we were going through the map. So this is actually on a hill. That's why you have the ability to have some of the nicest views like the one you just saw. So this one is actually facing the city, but some of the other duplex homes in this area, they're facing the other side, the mountains, the water, the Burrard Inlet in specific. So those are absolutely beautiful as well. Here is your double vanity ensuite. You got a standing shower. And there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the tour of this very cool, absolutely unique home. Now let's jump on the screen. We're gonna show you the floor plan so you can get a better idea, as well as go into the pricing and all the details that I'm sure you guys have been waiting for. So without further ado, let's jump into that. There it is, guys. I hope you enjoyed the tour of that stunning and very unique duplex home in Capitol Hill that we just took you through. Like we mentioned, we're gonna get into the pricing, and I'm gonna put the floor plan up there so you can take a look at what the unit actually looks like through its floor plan. But right before we do so, if you are interested in a home like this, we've been getting a bunch of calls and messages of people looking for that legal suite, that mortgage helper, whether it's in the Burnaby area, the Vancouver area, Coquitlam, whatever the case may be. A lot of people have shown interest in this, and we're gonna do our best to continue to put out all this type of content. There are so many different styles of duplex homes just in the Burnaby area in its own, and Coquitlam right now, that gives you the ability to live in the main parts of the home, but then have, for example, the basement to rent out, so you have some monthly flow coming in, cash flow coming in. So that's, you know, something we're going to continue to try to put out all this content that you guys are looking for. So comment down below and let us know what type of home you would like us to tour, and we'll do our best to get that out there for you. And on that note, if you are interested in a similar type of home, like we said, there are a bunch of varieties. So go ahead, don't be shy, reach out to us. We're gonna have our contact information right up there. We would love to help you find the most suitable home for your situation, whether that's to time a move or you're simply relocating, whatever the case may be. Go ahead, reach out to us, call us, text us, email us, whatever suits you best. But now getting on to the numbers, this is, like we mentioned, a 6-bedroom, 5-bathroom unit, 2,539 square feet in its interior. You'll see the floor plan up there, but this unit is listed at $1.998 million. And the great thing right now is both of these sides, both sides of the duplex are actually still available on the market. So again, if you're interested, go ahead and just shoot us a quick message. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. We're gonna have more tours just like this coming up, so make sure you stay tuned. And make sure if you like the tour of this one, go check some of the other videos out. Thank you guys for sticking around, and as always, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.